Huzzah. Hello, and goddamn you. Give me my why? Okay, my token will appear eventually. I can see that I am being heard, so that will do. Hello and welcome everyone back to the dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, and most of my players as usual. So quick recap on what our team is doing. They are planning for. Did we? Yeah, we got the whole team, the whole group, gang's here. Awesome. So in the last episode, we had done some planning. We'd informed some NPCs about what they needed to do. Some players had done some roles in separate groups and on their own, modifying equipment, warding bedrooms, you know, the normal stuff. Our group awake on day 3. Now, even though you're waking up rather early to get a full day in, deliveries have already been made. Dodgy Dave has had some goods dropped off. Oh, thank you very much. For some reason, it has not connected you all. Yes, device not connected. Why you do this to me? Yeah, that one. Right, can someone speak?
Hello.
Marvelous. Hello. We have a Geddy. Glorious. So some supplies
You're
are being
not getting
delivered.
rid of me.
Yeah. We wouldn't want to, Geddy. We wouldn't want to. Yeah, Dodgy Dave has delivered some supplies that were ordered pretty much yesterday. And you also sent Darius off the night before. He has returned in the morning, so as you all come down to do your okay guys, what are we doing today? Darius is already sitting at the table. So for the morning stuff, Dariel has found you a route to the gun cutter landing pad. That is, it's not an A road. It would be considered like a D road. It's an unused access road within the hive. It's not that far away. It would cut off a significant amount of time as long as you guys control it. He is pretty much a scout. That's what I created him for. So he tells you that there's 2 gangs that are set up. There's one gang, but they've split in 2 to set up at the top and bottom of the road. They're not well armed. From his description of the gangers, for those of you who were around in the beginning, he kind of describes the Toxic Queens, the generic gang on this world, what they call themselves. Poorly armed, poorly equipped, low life and scum. There's about 20 of them altogether, 10 split either side. But he reckons if you can secure this chunk of road, then you could have an extremely quick vehicle access to the gun cutter hangar bay, flight bay, ship bay, whatever.
Well, I say we go there and we.
So you lot as a group, you actually have a couple of choices here. You guys can handle it, or you can let your gang handle it. Like I said, they're only Toxic Queens. They're the lowest scum, so you don't actually need to get yourselves involved if you don't want to.
Does Dariel know how many people were there?
Yeah, 20 in total, 10 either side. So yeah, they've taken the top and bottom access routes to this road and set up a toll system.
Right.
I don't think I've got anything else urgent to do, so I could clear the road, since I did write that down. But I will look after the gutter stuff, so
So
I can take the game out for a spin.
the other thing that they'd be doing today, Albie, would be upgrading the vehicles or the vehicle, and I don't think you guys can actually get. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Albie.
Oh, go ahead. I was listening.
Oh, I don't think you actually have any new weapons to equip to the gun cutter. So you were only going to do some light modifications to the cargo bay. As far as I'm aware, the major modifications were going to be to the vehicle. Winters, you are also out of rehab now. You've had your mechadendrite installed. It has healed really, really well, and you've had no rejection. Yeah, rejection from your body or the blessing. So you may act with the others today. So what would you like to do first? Address the gangs or go and do modifications?
Preferably. Sorry, hang on. Preferably, I'd like to see Ezio and Winters get some of their stuff sorted out now. A lot of my shit can be settled with. I could go off and deal with it, the gangers, or we can try and get some more of the stuff dealt with today, see how long it takes, and then even just send a group. So if Winters and Ezio kind of want to take a look at their stuff first, maybe.
Sure, we can do that. So
I'll be back in just 2 seconds.
As the group are gathered round, having their morning chat, Winters especially would be informed by the other tech priests that a load of equipment has arrived in the garage, and they are about to undertake an operation upon the machine spirit known as, what do you guys call your 4X225?
The rolling yeet.
The rolling yeet. I fucking love it.
Not miss out on that, so I will join them in the garage.
So your Hecate auto carriage. So, oh, god damn it! The one book I didn't open. Actually, Eris, you may know this off by heart anyway. So you're installing a dozer blade onto the auto carriage. The first thing you got to do first, the thing you got to do first though, is actually make the dozer blade. Now there's 3 tech priests in the garage, as far as I'm aware, and there is 1 monotask servitor that has been outfitted to function as a jack, basically. It can lift the vehicle up so you have access to the underneath. It just can't really do much more. So all your rolls will have at least a +20 to them because there are 2 tech priests assisting you. What? I think it's Hammer of the Emperor has the vehicle upgrades in Only War.
I think so too, but I'm not sure.
No, that's quite alright.
It should be Hammer.
Because I'm,
Let me check real
I'm
quick.
on the page. I'm on the book. So, you know, one thing is, I actually had the book open last week and never got round to it. I've opened every other book. Actually, it might be the other one. I saw no vehicle upgrades. Well, let us have a
Yep,
look.
it's the other one. It's Shield.
Yep, there be the vehicle upgrades. So, let us have a gassy looky. Gassy looky? What's that? Okay, so, I would like a minus... No, actually, it wouldn't be a minus.
I know I'm a bit late with this, and sorry to interrupt. Would it be possible to, during the upgrade, to also remove the offending willpower stuff? I just thought about it right now. Can't recall if we wrote it down or not.
The willpower stuff?
Yeah, the corrupting shenanigans from the previous owner.
So the none of the vehicles have been corrupted. The sports car's been sold, so any lewd things on there have, like, the vehicle's gone. Actually, I should have. Good point. I should have deleted the vehicle.
Yeah, wasn't there some things in the van too? Or am I confusing
No,
the two?
no. I think you're confusing the two, because the truck that you're modifying now is your truck that you bought. The other truck is just a vintage guild truck. So there's nothing hereditary there. So Winters, can I get a... No worries. Can I get a flat tech use test for building the dozer blade? You get, like I said, a plus 20 because there are 2 tech priests assisting you, plus any other tech use related items.
That would then be 30 from the combat tool and the axe.
Oh, sorry, it is up to a maximum of 60. You can't
No,
go
I
higher
meant
than that.
in total 30.
Okay, no worries.
It's just 10 for the combat tool. If it was 30, that would be amazing, but no.
Well, 30 overall isn't...
And I think that's all that applies.
Yes. I don't have any negatives for you, any other modifiers rather. Let's have a look. So, with 3...
I mean, I don't suppose I can stick my MIU into a dozer blade?
No, probably not. With 4 degrees of success, you are able, the 3 of you working together, you're able to fabricate the dozer blade. It does take you 2 hours to construct the upgrade. Now, can I get a... it is... So it's plus 20 for rugged, for working on rugged vehicles, is it not, Kitty? Or Eris? No!
Rugged?
Don't know.
Something like that, yeah. Hang on.
Internet dying.
What?
Internet dead.
What?
Stream
What happened?
stopped. Are things coming back? I don't know.
Yeah, stream dead.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It reconnected.
Oh no!
It reconnected. Hold up. I think
No.
we're back. I think we're okay.
Hold up. Up.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how the stream is going to be affected by this. We'll give it a moment. My internet fucking shat itself. Has it actually ended, or is it? No, I think it's back at live, isn't it?
Looks like it's live still.
You're live again, and it seems like everything's fine again.
Holy shit! I didn't think it was going to save itself, but it did. Oh yeah, sorry everyone. My internet really did shit itself big time. I went to like a 5,000 on Discord. Like, oh, I've never seen it that high. So, what was the rugged? I think I heard Geddy say, yes, +20 for rugged. Sounded right.
Plus 20, yeah. I actually looked it up.
Yeah, so it's +20 for rugged, and then it's -20 for installing it. So it's +10 just for yeah. So it's +10 just for that. So then there's another +40. I think was the plus last time. Hang on, I can look at the roll.
30.
+30. Okay. So yeah, +40 tech use test winters to install the dozer blade.
Yes.
What was that? This?
So with 8 degrees of
not again.
success.
I'm.
You're getting very, very laggy.
Yeah, your cam very laggy again on the stream, and I think your stream went down.
Hello everyone. I believe we're back. Although my little image is not coming up, but hey ho, we'll live with it.
Hello?
Don't you dare.
Hello.
Oh.
Don't you dare, Geddy. I can see that I'm green on Discord and green on OBS. You. So, with 8 degrees of success,
Sorry, I had to.
the Hecatear auto carriage now has a dozer blade installed. With 8 degrees of success, it only took you 1 hour to actually do. So even with a limited, that was it. You were meant to get a minus because it's not, the garage isn't designed for it, but never mind. With the servitor, it would have worked. So yeah, you successfully added the dozer blade. It's taking you about 3 hours work. So yeah, the rest of the day is yours to choose to do with as you wish. I need to delete that. Bye.
I mean, I need to do my cross thing, but while they're doing that, we go kill some fools. I'm going to kill fools first.
You can, if you wish.
We still have to deal with.
So what we'll do, Eris, can I get another tech use test? Same as the first one a plus 30 overall. Because Ezio did ask if the Hecater could have some small arms fire, armor placed on the inside. So just things for bullets to protect you against. So again, it takes you, the three of you, about half an hour to run round and put some thin steel along the inside of the truck. Pretty much. So whilst you guys are doing that, and Ezio, you would be assisting with, Ezio, you could come along with the for the gang bit as well, if you wished.
I was planning to.
Sure. So for those of you who wanted to deal with the gang, I draw your attention to the city map. You'll see that I've drawn a squiggly line. Yes, the squiggly line is everything. So it's not far from your base. Do you want to take a vehicle? Well, no, you can't take a vehicle. So you go on foot. Who's going?
I would, and I guess I would bring along 10 of each of the gang.
Sure.
Or maybe 10 of each.
Sure.
I'll go. Difference got me.
Okay.
I don't think we need everyone there, so if you two want to go, maybe one other, if they want to go.
I mean, technically speaking, the more of us there are, the less chance of having casualties on our mooks there is, I think. And the faster we'll get this done with.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll go.
Okay.
I need someone to talk to the priest for me.
All right,
I'll be doing that too.
No, I'll stay and talk to the priest. Jim, Ezio and Liliana go diddle the other gangers.
Sure, works too.
So 2
Works for me.
NPCs and 20 gangers go off to diddle a gang. So it's about 10 minutes walk from the Raven Court. You walk along the main road and then you go down a couple of back alleys, and then you come to the first part of the squiggle. Yeah, this is definitely a very old access road. Like, coming down into the back alleys is already, like, you can see there's dried blood on the floor in areas, and there's signs of broken bottles of used drug paraphernalia. This area's got a lot dingier for the middle hive. You might expect to see this on the main streets of the lower hive. The middle hive is kept to the back alleys as much as possible. And then, you come to this access road. Again, there's shitloads of rubbish piled up on the streets here, and you might need to use your gangers to actually clear the streets a bit to have clearer access. You do have a dozer blade. I didn't know when you would be installing these on your vehicle. You do have a dozer blade now, so realistically, the few burnt out wrecks and the masonry that's fallen, and you got a dozer blade. Really?
So it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
When we smash through here.
Yeah, pretty much. If you hadn't have done the
Not smashing
upgrade,
through, it's just moving shit out of the way.
well, if you hadn't have done the upgrade, these would have been collision risks. If you hit too many of them, you blow a tire, kind of a deal. But
Check
again,
the gifts.
excellent. But as you perhaps you don't walk straight up there. Perhaps you do have a little look around the area to see if Dariel was correct. And as you watch, you don't really need to do any rolls. They're quite blatant. Some scrawny, tattooed, dirty individual who's got I believe it's a stub revolver, tucked into his trousers trouser waistband, really like showing it off. I'm armed, I'm hard. But just the mental image for him might be there. When you first got on World, okay, maybe you might have been a bit more but where you stand now, this is just some little street cretin. So what actions would you like to take?
I would like to initiate contact, but I don't know how to do it without immediately blasting his head off.
Wow.
So you can just walk up to them. There's not that much traffic, but if you wait around, you might see a car come down.
I guess I'll just walk up to them.
Sure. So as you walk down the street, Ezio, are you telling your gang to follow you or to stay where they are?
I asked the mini guys to follow up and the arranged guys to stay 10 meters behind or something.
Sure.
I don't know what. I will let Liliana do whatever she wants.
I want to see how you establish contacts for now.
So Ezio,
Are you sure you want to sit back and wait? Are you sure you don't want to go in there and help?
I mean,
Make sure this goes as smoothly as possible, maybe.
I mean, I want to see it hit.
You get out.
So, Ezio, you walk about 50 meters. It's give or take 50 meters for you to actually get to where you saw the ganger. As you walk down, and you told your gang, right, you stay there, you come here. I swear, for some weird reason, the sound of the rolls is coming through my TV, not through my headset. I don't know why. I don't want to change.
I thought I heard the rolls twice, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I don't know why it's doing this, but I'm not going to change any settings now. My internet might die. Let's not. So as you get down to the area, he's already moved off again. But you get to where he was. Now you're on the squiggly line. You've walked the first little straight bit. So as you get down and you look around, you look up the long part of the road and you don't see the scraggly little street scum urchin. He's gone. There's loads of detritus, rubbish bags and big biffa bins that are on the pavement, and there's just loads of crap everywhere. But as you're looking around, you hear, "Oi, what the fuck you doing on our turf?" You turn around, Ezio, and there's an individual, a couple of them. A quick glance, 25, maybe less. But they're basically in a burnt out husk of a like a food cart stall. It's basically an add-on to the prefab building that's been built fucking ages ago. But the add-on, which some citizen probably set up, well, yeah, it's a burnt out husk now, and there are these individuals lurking about in the darkness there. One of them comes forwards. He's kind of grinning. He's got a scar running down his cheek. He's got yellow teeth. His hair looks as if either he's been pulling it out, or he's actually been cutting it so that there's chunks of scalp shown. Very, very skinny individual, almost emaciated. But he seems to have quite a lot of energy right now, at the very least. You can see a mercy killer or two poking out from his waist, He's tucked it into his trouser waist. And he's holding a stub revolver in his hand. It's currently on his crotch, as both hands are placed in front of on his crotch, and he's kind of jarring it out a bit, making his shoulders big. Like, what the fuck are you lot doing? This is our turf, motherfuckers.
Either recruiting some new recruits or negotiating a passageway.
Okay, so again, he's come out from this side bit, so he hasn't quite seen the 10 individuals who are currently walking up behind you, Ezio. So as you turn around and you're, what the fuck you mean recruitment? We don't need no recruitment. We're the fucking queens. As your group walk by, what the? You're bringing your boys here, man. You're bringing you want trouble? You want the wrath of the God Emperor coming down on you, motherfuckers, boys. He's waving his arms to ready the guys to show he's got boys as well.
I don't think the priest would appreciate you talking about the wrath of the God Emperor. I don't think you can handle it. Anyway, we're not here for trouble. Either you join us, get some better lodgings, get work for us, work for me and my pals at the Raven Court. Or if you don't want to, we can also negotiate the Nexus way so we don't get bothered by you when we pass through here in a couple of days.
Hang on a minute, he needs an intelligence roll to see if he can understand what's going on. What the fucking recruitment and fucking what the fuck's a lodging? What the fucking Jesus Christ? Someone behind you just comes forward, just down. You're shot, man. You're shot. So a bigger guy comes up. He's got a little bit more muscle to him, a little bit more fat on his bones. Again, doesn't have quite as yellow teeth. Looks like he's taking care of himself a bit more. Daryl is currently like twitching and shaking and shit in the corner. He just kind of pushes him aside. You've had enough. What the fuck is all this about? You looking to recruit us for the guard? I think you'll find the founding's over, my mate.
No, not the guard. I'm much better than the guard. I'm also a ganger. Gang lord. Look at those 20 guys after me. They also work for me. And I've got some 40 more dudes at the Raven Court, our headquarters.
Okay, so
we do offer monthly pay.
Okay, hang on. So, okay, so first things first. I'm going to let you all see this because the first things first. He's going to have to do a dice roll. Okay, this has not turned out well for you. So I need a charisma test from you. He needs to do an opposed. No, hang on. No. He has to do the charisma test. Oh, this is worse for you. Okay.
Can I do a charm test?
You can attempt a charm test. So yeah, all social interactions. So.
Damn it!
Oh, that was close. So he is going to scrutiny you, to see if you're telling the truth, if you're, what's going on here. He's going to use. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, he can't. Well, my rolls have been good, so he's going to scrutiny. He gets a -20 because he too apparently is high. Hang on. Wait. He
got a scrutiny of 9. He's not trained in
it. He rolled a fucking 5. Holy sh! What the?
Your rolls have been too weird this session.
Oh my god, that's just a huh? Oh. Okay, so he got a 5. He passes. He can see that you're not you're on the level. You know, you're not actually lying to him to try and attack him. And I don't. Wait a minute. I got. And you're talking all of us, right?
Yes, all of you. You're supposed to be 20-odd people, right? From what I can see through the building's windows. There are windows in the
10
building.
here, 10 at the far side. 10 here, 10 at the far side.
Yeah, and you haven't gone into the build. Think of like an American fast food canteen style, a joint, like the Fallout ones in Fallout 4. But it's a burnt out husk. So that's what they're in, and you're outside of it on the street pavement, basically. Sidewalk.
Sure.
He can see that you're on the level, and he's like, right, I'll be back. Boys, stay put. He's a little bit, he doesn't quite know what's going on, and he's shimmying his way around your group. You notice that he gives out a little whimper when he sees there's another 20 guys down the street armed with weapons, like, ooh. He's gone for a good half an hour in the end. Ezio, you're kind of wondering if he's done a runner in the end. But half an hour passes, and you look up the street, and you see that he's come back, and the rest of the gang has come back. Can I get another charm test, please, Ezio? As he's like, tell them what you told me. Because they're all in, like, they're all flaked out, fucking tweaking, twitching. You know, they all come down some drugs, and you're like, well, you can have food and lodgings. Join the Raven Court, or the Talons, or whatever you guys. Holy shit, Ezio, did you? Oh no, it was a little bit worse this time. A little bit worse.
I don't suppose I can get a circumstantial bonus?
No.
Sadness.
Unfortunately, you chose charm. That's the unfortunate thing here. You chose charm.
I mean, here's the thing. My fellowship is higher than my strength, and I do have 2 ticks in charm.
Okay, so the other gangers don't seem to be falling for it. Like they think you're lying. Like they're like, no, he's fooling us. He's fooling. There's 10 men here and 10 men there. They're trying to surround us. They're trying to pincer us. They're trying to, they're freaking the fuck out at the moment. So Ezio, what would you like to do? You can roll another charm, but this is the last action. If they don't believe you, essentially combat starts. Like, so there's no
I think it's
danger.
time to bring on the feminine charm. I present Liliana. Look, this would be your other boss. I hand it over to Liliana.
So essentially, you're going, hang on a minute, let me get the other boss. Hey, Liliana, come on for it.
I would compete her.
Your reaction just kind of, I thought that was Jim leaving, but it was Waldo crashed or something.
Yeah, Discord keeps crashing at the moment, sorry.
Yeah, I've also had a moment of internet issues.
No, it was just the let me just get the feminine charm out and then offer to did it. Also, Jim says his voice mod has crashed again.
No.
He's probably still using the virtual microphone as well. If he's trying to talk without it, it's on Discord. Go to your settings, try to disable the virtual microphone. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me now?
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thing is, I said they all look hungry and tweaking, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, do we have food on ourselves? Like, sneaker bars, basically.
You carry food on you.
Do you carry?
Yes.
Do you
I do
carry a
have a
pack? Do you carry a pack lunch when you leave your house for an hour or two?
Yes, I would.
I mean,
I say, I am from a dead
Really?
world, and I am
But then again-
prepared.
Okay, I'll give it to Liliana. No, you wouldn't have had breakfast and then walked out with extra food. I'll give it to Ezio. He's a guardsman and he is from a deaf world, so that always being prepared, always being ready to run. I'll give you that. You may have snuck away a couple of like protein bars or something.
I'll take food from Ezio if he has it.
I
Okay,
will
I'll just-
hand it over.
I'm just going to look at these pictures and say, look, this isn't an offer you should refuse. We're offering you, I'm going to look at all of them, something to better all of yourselves. I'm offering you not only food, but I'm going to point at our gangers with better equipment and better lives. If you don't accept, why wouldn't you accept? I mean, think about it. I'm going to check the food at the big guy. I mean, look, we have food, lots of it. All you have to do is accept our olive branch. I'm going to extend my hand as if I'm,
So Jim,
trying to be a good person. Just, accept it, and we'll help you, and you'll help us.
a charm test.
There is no need for bloodshed. Do I gain any bonuses?
No.
Oh.
Unfortunately not. Because you chose the wrong
I
Roll.
don't want to intimidate these people.
You fucking
it's not
should
much of
have
an
though.
I know.
If you had intimidated,
These
I
are
would've-
gangers. They're tweakers. They're out of their fucking gourd.
I would have given
They are
you
going to be
such.
so susceptible to intimidation.
tried
You think
to-
you're feds?
I would have given you such a bonus if you'd been like, I intimidate them to back the fuck down and join us. I would have been like, you brought
Problem
20
is-
men with you. However,
Problem
Jim,
is, I don't have intimidate. Liliana's not an intimidating person.
they
I was
did
trying
roll.
to do it polite.
They
way
did
for
roll a
once.
3. They did roll a 3. So each time you interact with them, to make it a little bit fairer, a new druggie comes forwards. So each time I've given them a D10. If they get below a 5, they get a plus 20 to all interactions. If they get over, minus 20. So all of Ezio's were minus 20s, and he didn't do the charm, didn't successfully do a charm, so they didn't get any bonuses. This one's a little different, Liliana. He's got a plus 40 to this roll, so we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, God.
I'll use their group fortune, and actually, can I roll it with something else other than perception? Fellowship. Well, no, perception's better. Right, we'll re-roll their one group fortune point. Even worse. Okay, so they don't back down. They don't believe you. A fight ensues. Can Liliana and Ezio roll me 2 weapon attacks? You can choose what weapon you want to roll. I just need 2 rolls to see how well you are going to do in this fight.
So, ballistic tests. If I would like to use my Armageddon, so that would be ballistic tests and no damage rolls.
Yep, no damage rolls. No damage rolls, and there's no bonuses for semi-auto or anything like that. You can just roll weapon skill or ballistic skill if you want. So
And I guess it would be flat tests anyway.
pretty much.
I can use a fate point. Hold on.
Yeah, you can. Also, so Jim, there's no aim. Your plus 5
no aim?
for the modified grip
Custom
would
grip.
come into it. So Ezio, if you have a modified grip, you can add that on. But yeah, there's no aim or attack type. So you might want to actually add it
So-
onto just a plain stat roll.
So I should just roll then a weapon skill plus the grip, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty
Yeah,
much. If you-
that's a lot worse for me.
if you do that, well, it doesn't really. Again, this is just to see how well you have done in the fight. But these guys actually can't hurt you. I'm pretty sure you're too strong to actually hurt them. So
A 7 degrees of success and 1 degree of success.
okay,
I'll not lie. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Look, I tried to be polite once. Once.
You
I'm not an intimidating person. I don't have intimidate. That's why I didn't roll intimidate.
you have a gang with you.
I know, but still.
Yes, who says them
You
up?
outnumber them 2-1. They're
I
tweaked
know.
out of their fucking gourd.
I know.
Who says them up can be polite?
God damn it.
Can I after I shoot one intimidate them into surrender, or is that
No.
too far gone?
No, that's too far gone now. So, unfortunately, your fighters are taken a bit off guard by how the fight happens. They knew trouble was going to happen, but they thought they'd be told to spread out a bit more, to take better positions. It's ended up being a little bit of a clusterfuck, but let's have a look at the rolls all together. So, oh, sorry, Albie, is it the 7 degrees or is it the 1 degree? The first or
You
second?
told me to roll twice, no?
Oh, sure. Sorry. Yeah. For you two, it's twice. Sorry, I completely forgot. So, Jim, do you need to roll one more time?
I don't know. Did you tell me to roll twice?
Yeah, I did say twice.
Once and
Well, for
Okay,
main
then hold on.
characters, it should be twice, and then for the NPCs, it's
once
one
more.
of each of their specialized.
yeah, no, look. My weapon skill is shit. If I'm not using my mind to blast people away, without the standard attack plus the aiming,
So,
my chances of hitting is
Liliana,
crap.
you do take 1 damage with your 93 as someone gets in a lucky hit, basically.
Wait, 93?
Yeah.
Which 93?
Oh, sorry, you re-rolled that, didn't you?
I rerolled that one.
Yeah, sorry, never mind. So,
My rolls are
Ezio,
43 and 53.
you, with your 8 degrees of success on the first shot, your reflexes are just spot on. Even like that, you knew a fight was coming. You could feel it in the air. The way they were reaching for weapons, it was just all the flags were up. Before you had time to even blink, your gun is in your arm, and the individuals who were in the burnt out convenience fast food place, half of their number are gone in the first instance as the fight starts. You're quick to take out the rest of them. As Liliana, where the fuck is your karma attack again? Or there you go, weapon skill. So Liliana,
I'm mostly a tank, so
you're the person in front of you, the guy you threw the food packs to, the protein bars. You easily karma him straight into the neck. Swinging him round as someone hits you in. No, sorry, that was a dice roll that was ignored. So as you move him around, a shot hits him rather than hitting yourself. The rest of your gang members do move in. It's a real sad, even scuffle between them, it seems, as you're not able to take out multiples, Liliana, in this fight. It really does seem as if pretty much it was a one-on-one. In a few incidents, because of Ezio taking out a majority of the ones behind you, to the side of you, the gang members were able to double up on their opponents, and the ranged were able to assist. Discord, my internet don't. So there's a firefight. At the end, there's a number of wounded on well, most of their side is dead or wounded. On your side, so they didn't actually roll any successes. So your side doesn't lose anyone, surprisingly enough. There are some injuries, but nothing that, you know, a bandage and a few days rest wouldn't fix. So you have successfully taken this A road to the starport, landing bay. You may need to position some men here to keep it in your domain, though.
I would replace them by 5 minis. No, by the same party side, but the one that was left at the Raven Court. I think we have about half left at the court, so we could just swap them in and out, make them do day shifts. One group one day, the other group the other day.
Hold on. I have something that Getty sent me, but I don't know if I should post.
You have 60.
In the server.
You have 60 men in total, so you can swap out groups. They might not always be evenly spread, but you can swap out groups.
Do it.
Okay, fine. I'll do it, but I'll delete it because this is Liliana trying to intimidate people. Unfortunately. She's a lover, not an intimidating person. That's Tiffany's
she's in the bedroom, not the street.
Terrible. So
that's Tiffany's job.
You have successfully. Well, why didn't you take
Why
Tiffany?
Didn't you bring Tiffany?
She is with you.
Why didn't you bring Tiffany?
I forgot. Okay. I was supposed to, but I forgot.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Watching. I'm just disappointed.
I feel like it would have gone easier if we had remembered that we had Tiffany with us.
Look,
much shame.
It would have been better if the actual fellowship character went.
Much shame. So, you're able to take control of the area. By the time you make it back, it's probably about lunchtime. Well, yeah, it's probably about lunchtime.
I don't suppose they had any loot.
Not really. These are the poorest of the poor. So again, mercy killers are kind of that single shot metal tube is kind of what they had, and some crappy stub revolvers.
The way you described it, it sounded like he was trying to attempt to look like a fucking pirate with like a brace of single shot pistols, one of their fucking mercy killers, sort of like a pipe with a stick.
Yes, sort of stuffed into his trouser waist, It's, So yeah, all their stuff isn't really worth anything. Albie, you could probably scavenge the ammo that you guys used in the engagement. And that's about all I could really give you. However, by the time you get back, we'll just say that another delivery turned up. So for those of the tech hood, as you were in the garage working away, a delivery turned up from the rogue trader again, I believe. You have some las weapons. You have some auto guns. You have swords, shields, and ammo, all to be divided amongst yourselves and your gang members. I think that was all that needed to be delivered.
Yeah.
So, you guys return. All this equipment has arrived, so your gang members can go down and be re-equipped. You can make a little ceremony out of it. Would you like to make a ceremony out of it and say anything to your gang, or just, Take a weapon to the back.
Sure.
Take a weapon to the back.
I'll probably just rip off one of the speeches I got to me by drill instructor.
Sure, yeah, you know, this is your rifle, this is your gun. Sure.
I think I'm gonna jump in here and, like, as they're coming back, I have the crate open, I have the rifles out, probably just double checking them real quick, and as they come in, get everyone organized together. Start barking orders that this is your new equipment. You're going to be able to look after it. I'm going to take you in groups. I'm going to show you how to maintain it nice and quick. All you have to do, don't fucking dirty it, and be ready to use it if you need to. Split them up into, how many is there total?
60 in total.
Gunners.
You've got 38 fighters, and you've got 24 skirmishers, I think.
24 skirmishers. That is 6 groups of 4. I'll take 6 groups of 4 and teach them at a time how to just quickly maintain on jam and load their weapons to make sure they actually know.
Sure. Again, Ezio, you could take another group here because you're both guards trained.
I will probably just assist Darius.
Well, yeah, you can each
take another group.
Yeah.
The faster we do it, the better. If it takes an hour per group, if we're doing two at a time, rather than doing rather than taking 6 hours, it's only 3 hours.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will take another group.
I'm also going to ask what happened at the route, and what did you guys do?
Well, I tried to recruit them. I think I need to work on my recruiting. Don't think
Why
I
did you
can
try to
help.
recruit them?
I'm going to look at Darius. We should have brought Tiffany.
Yeah, I also think I need.
people.
I think I need some recruiting lessons.
I'm shaking my head at that, and I'm just like, okay. Go get the teaching. Did you leave anyone there?
No.
Did?
Okay.
Held their bodies.
Okay. So the first group that gets trained up is getting loaded up and is going out there to garrison it.
Sure.
Wait, didn't we leave people behind?
I mean, if you wanted, you could leave some people there, or you can send the first trained group out. I mean, it's not going to get reclaimed in like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking just a 4-man group. So like the first team I train, the 4 of them go,
Sure.
two of them go to the first entrance, 2 of them go to the second entrance. After a couple of hours, we'll send another team to relieve them, do actual shifts.
And I will add, so the gang you just wiped out, they were all mismatched clothes, they were all raggedy and fucked. So, you know, you can see that they're nothing. Whereas your gangers, you have bought them all uniforms. They are all dressed the same. They all got, well, now they all have good equipment. So they look more imposing. So it's going to scare off any small fry just from looking, oh shit, they don't look like
They actually have fucking auto guns as well that aren't taped together.
Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, there would have been some. There would have probably been about 60 thrones between all 20 poison queens, because they were doing a racket there. It's just they spent most of their money on drugs.
We give everyone who went out 2 thrones, including us.
Sure. So the gagger's like, cool. You know, I'll go buy some low or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, like, a throne is a throne. Based on one.
Pretty much.
What? Real quick, what type of auto guns were these? Are these just the general stock auto gun? That's basically the AK of the fucking 40k.
Yeah, pretty much. They weren't anything special as far as I'm aware. I didn't see.
I don't think we splurged for it.
You guys did write the price down for them all, so I think it's Founding Day prep. So I don't think that price encompasses special types.
No, they're just the standard. Yeah, standard
generic. Generic is the word in the book. That's the one.
Yeah.
So normally the rogue trader does try to do better variant equipment for you guys because of the numbers here. he wasn't able to do anything with the auto guns.
I mean, I want also give the
shields-
gangers better ones.
The shields and the swords he made on site. So they are all good quality. So the shields and the swords all get a +5 to using them, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
The solar patterned las guns, which I believe 4 were sent down. No, 5 were sent down. I think Darius and Winters are taking 1 each. They would also be of good quality.
Okay. So they get reliable.
Yeah, and +5 to their use.
Okay.
And each one of those las guns are in a separate case on their own. So whereas the auto guns have come in a crate, the las guns are in separate cases. So it does look as if the rogue trader bought them in separate groups. Like the box for the auto guns, it has stamps on it to say which Forge World it came from. For example, like there are identifiers on it to say that it's been bought legally. There isn't that on the solar guns, solar las guns.
There isn't that on the solar?
No, because they come in individual gun cases. So you don't know if he's bought these separately. You know, oh, I can only buy 4. Okay, then I'll buy 4 at 10 or whatever. Or if these are, black market acquired. You just don't know. The tech priests could probably find out if they did a bit of digging. Because you just got to run the gun registration numbers to see if the shipment was lost or not. So as you guys are training, was there anything you wanted to do, Waldo? Or Mordecai?
Mine was mainly getting Darius to talk to the priest, hopefully get him to find materials for me, and then just more research.
Sure. I mean, we can go back in time if you want to RP it, Getty, or you can just ask him if he could seek out rare goods from blessed places.
Protection.
You don't have to
I'll
do.
mainly just like
we can hand wave it, and
I'll
you
just
ask
ask
him.
him.
Yeah, sure. So we'll hand wave it. You've asked him if he can go to the churches and see if he can acquire any holy items to protect against evil. He knows. He understands.
He reads between the lines.
So sure, he blesses you, and he goes on what he calls a pilgrimage through the hive.
He just stops at the local shop, buys a pint.
Checks on the souls of the Imperium. How would they all do it? Yeah, it's a +5 to weapon skill for melee weapons. So as Festus has gone out for the day, as about evening has come, you've all gathered round to have your meal, discuss how things are going, what the next things are to do. A individual comes into the bar. Now this is odd because it's closed.
Oh,
so he steps in. The door, it says closed outside, the door's open, so you guys and the gang can come and go. The gang members who are outside your building protecting it did not stop him. So he is in a completely black suit with a black commissar's hat on and a black trench coat on. Liliana.
All right, I'm approaching immediately.
Liliana, Darius, and I think Mordecai would recognize this individual as the secret police officer who he took the slave girl off you and then had her returned a short time later.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I remember that guy.
Yep, same.
Vaguely. I don't even remember his name.
You guys you never gave a name.
I remember he had a partner too.
Yes, he did. So as
Is his partner with him?
no,
or-
it's just him. He has a sealed metal tube. Like you can see it under his jacket. He's holding his jacket quite tight, obviously keeping it well protected. As he sees Darius coming towards him, he takes off his hat, places it on his chest. The Emperor's blessing to you, sir. I am Staff Sergeant Jacobs. I was sent here by the Lord Commander to deliver our findings to you personally.
Very well. Before I say anything, as he says he's Staff Sergeant, I click my heels together as if coming to attention. Give him a nod. All right.
He looks very taken aback at the formal display you've just done. You know, he does know your Inquisition from the Lord Commander. So he is a bit taken aback because, you know, technically he should be saluting you and all sorts, but he takes out.
I'm not even. I'm not saluting.
No,
he's
but,
only
you know,
Staff Sergeant.
you know,
he's still
but-
NCO, but I'm still.
Yeah, your mannerisms have taken him off guard a bit because in his mind, he should be doing this to you. But he gives you a nod of respect and goes to take out the metal tube.
Okay. Just kind of giving a quick glance over just to see, like, as he like pulls back the trench coat, he has his pistol and everything there. He has any identifiers, signifiers, and stuff.
Yes. So as he opens up his trench coat and goes to pull the tube out, you can see he has a judge. What's the one that the Arbite has? The judge maker or the judge killer?
Judge killer?
Yeah, judge killer. He has a judge killer at his side. He has a shield, which looks as if it's his badge of authority, which is behind his gun. So he has to reach further for his badge of authority than his gun, which makes sense.
Shoot first, shout later. Okay.
He doesn't present his ID to you, which you think at first is a bit weird, but then he brings out this silvered case and presents it to you. It is fully engraved with the Lord Commander's seal, like his house seal and symbols, and has the Ultramar crest all around it, and it's just like, yeah, I see why you didn't give me-
Understandable.
It's like, I understand why you didn't show me your badge now. Holy fuck.
I'm just kind of like, I hope he showed the badge to the guys outside and not this. Like, this is a bit too much for them.
But as you take it, you like move it round in your hand. You can see there are two thumb imprints. Basically, you place your thumb on it, and the top of it opens up.
Okay. Oh God. I'll thank him and ask him to stand aside for just a moment while I read over this, just in case there's anything I wish to send back.
Oh, of course, my lord. I will be here when you need.
I give him a nod and head over to a table or just somewhere a little bit more private. I'll give it a quick read before I calm anyone else.
Sure. So inside is a data wafer and a parchment that you have to unravel to read.
Okay.
As you unravel it, it's in headed paper from the Lord Commander's own desk. Has all the filigree, the gold leaf around it. It's like proper fancy piece of paper. And it basically says, to the acolytes of my good friend, I have sent you the most up-to-date reports on what your information has laid bare to us. This conspiracy has gone far deeper than we realized. This information has shone the Emperor's light upon many other areas in which we need to investigate. But this is not for your hands. We shall take care of this ourselves. However, I hope you have enjoyed my... So basically, I don't know how you'd write this. He's basically told the staff sergeant that you are like high, you know, you're much higher up, so he's going to be much more pleasant to you guys.
Okay.
And that he is looking forwards to seeing what your preparations will bring forward. And he signs it off, Lord Commander Jack Roy von Driston, whatever it was. I know it's Jack. At the bottom, it has a PS from MB. All my preparations are in place. May the Emperor watch over you upon the throne of terror. May the God Emperor watch over your souls as we embark on this endeavor.
Oh boy. Okay.
So do you want to get a gather everyone for the data that's on the data
Yeah.
wafer? Okay.
I'm gonna try out my new comms in a loving fashion and just give a general ping to the command, essentially the command staff, so our group, and then I'm gonna gather. Just gonna kind of gather the inquisitorial teams.
Sure.
If anyone was too busy to attend, they'll be updated later.
So, hang on, I just need to remember, because I feel as if I'm going to get his name wrong. I don't want to get his name wrong. I'm just going to double check. It is him who's going to be there. Oh yeah, I see. I was going to say the wrong name. Okay. So as the tech priest begins doing the cogs of awakening, the chants of awakening and starting up the cognite, you know, all that good stuff. So Sam Abbott of House Abbott, lover of fine art. So this devious motherfucker was actually using his fine arts collection and supply to supply narcotics to different parts of this segmentum. He was then bleeding off his family's resources in order to facilitate more assets on different worlds. So he was actually playing the nobles behind the nobles. Like, he was thinking far more moves ahead. However, this hasn't really helped him, as when the Arbites found him, he was only in pieces. It seemed as if he had been shredded by thousands of tiny claws. Or someone had sat there and painstakingly slashed tiny claw-sized chunks of his flesh away until he had been all but flayed down to the bone.
Okay. That's great.
the entirety of his house and staff were nothing but ash.
Does it state what type? What type of like fire caused it, or is there any type of fire even?
The Astra
Or they're just
Telepathica
ash.
report cites heavy Psychana activity within this location.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that was the demon.
Although
demon host.
nothing was, it doesn't. There's nothing redacted in the report. And it just says heavy
shouldn't be anything
Psychana.
redacted.
Yeah, so it just says heavy Psychana activity. It doesn't say a specific power, as they weren't able to actually figure out what. It wasn't recent enough that they could, say, oh, it was fire breathing, it was this, it was that. But they were able to tell there was a serious, a Psyker was walking through here using powers willy-nilly, but did not rupture the warp. There wasn't a huge Psychana event that happened that put everyone on alert or anything like that.
Again, that sounds like the now twice bound demon host, if not single bound demon host by now. Because he had fucking fire hands.
So there was no alerts, like none of the surrounding houses went into an alert. None of them noticed anything. The secret police did acquire some of the surveillance footage from the surrounding houses. One vehicle turned up. One small cloaked figure entered and never left. They are putting this individual down as like the key suspect, but again, there's no other evidence. They had gene sniffers go through the property, but a genome was found, but there was no record of it for this world. And their investigation so far has not found any record. So this person is not of high society, or has never had their gene scent registered. All the valuable items in the house were left. However, his office was ransacked, and a number of hidden locations were ripped open. So the amount of evidence was lost. They do have, because of the data that you provided, they have a number of the smuggler contacts and the other notables that need to be investigated. So all is not lost. The data you guys got from Hoffa is basically a large chunk of what was taken from the Abbott estate. The only thing that was found on Abbott's person, like in the autopsy reports, was there were tiny metal shavings in the wound. All over his, like when it reached bone, they found tiny metal filings left over. So whatever it was, they suspect it was metal.
Okay.
So yeah, essentially the Abbott line has been removed, no longer exists, unless there's an Abbott off-world at the moment. All of his holdings on world are being investigated. It basically looks like he's going to be a major drug baron on this world, which is, yay for stopping drugs coming onto the market, but you don't really care about that.
Debatable.
It's small fry. Or at least drugs into the noble quarters. That's all they really care about. That's about it. A few museums on world will be raided because they're art museums in the noble spire, but that's pretty much all of his holdings.
Okay. I mean, that's one person of interest gone then.
Definitely not worrying how that happened.
Yeah, no, not at all. No.
Sounds like they're trying to clear up shop. Almost, if you know what I mean.
It kind of sounds as if either they got tipped off or they found out about Hoffer trying to burn them as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is there any more info on that?
Nope, that's pretty much everything. Most of the abbot holdings will be held by the secret police and the administratum until they can be liquidated and given to other people, pretty much. Or another abbot
divvied among the loyalists.
Pretty much
afterwards.
Yeah, and unless another abbot could be found, unfortunately, that's
No. I would leave my recommendation of just knock the abbot line on the head. They didn't exist. That's twice they've been purged now, if not even more.
The child somewhere out there from a bastard son of one of them, just like, no, my fortune.
No, my fortune. Bam.
Ah, just another nameless.
You don't know me. I'll kill a child. I'll punt that child into the sun. No more heretics. No more. They thought they were doing good with the fucking. They thought they were doing good with the current governess, and she's turned out to be a heretic as well. So yeah, no more. If they were purged before, they're getting purged again.
So, as the group have been given this information, do you want to do any other roles with your day? Or is this the end of the third day?
I'm thanking the staff sergeant. I'll actually ask him, is he aware of anyone in his lord's retinue or my lord's retinue that we have not yet met who holds a cyber eagle? Or if he knows of any noble who owns a cyber eagle?
My lord has a. He seems to struggle with it for a moment. Actually, can I even say this word on YouTube? I should be able to. It should be fine.
What? Aquila?
No. Hang on. How would I say this without?
Maybe put it first in Discord, so we can review it.
Just pull a kid. So your guest said it. Not you.
Yes. One of my guests said that he has a cybercoon.
Cyber what?
For fuck's sake.
Cyber raccoon.
Oh.
Please, it's not a
Okay.
cycle.
Not exactly what I was asking, but okay, fair enough.
Well,
I
it's
suppose
not a
you could
cycloon,
call it a
everything's fine.
Yeah, but a cycoon? Is that? Got to squash the words together to make it sound cooler, but I don't really.
I mean, a mastiff that's cyberized is still a cyber mastiff, so you don't have to.
Yeah, but I did.
Cybercoon works as well.
I did it.
Cyber Trash Panda. There we go.
I did it to Sakuns, and it worked really well. So
They worked too well. Almost killed the Eldar.
It did. So
sorry, no, hang on. They didn't work well enough.
So yeah, he
killed
has
the Eldar.
He has a cyber raccoon, but he doesn't like. He thinks and he ponders for a long old time, but he kind of shakes his head. They're incredibly rare.
Very well. Thank you anyway. Is there anything else the secret place has uncovered that we need to know of that we haven't found out already?
So he can tell you basically the secret police at the moment are preparing for the founding. They found like a number of recidivists. Recidivists? I think it's recidivists. So they're not
rigorists.
No. So they're the lowest spectrum of heretics, basically. They're not against the God Emperor per se. You know, some of them are, some of them aren't, but they're more against the planetary governor, the way things are set up. So they're going against the smooth-oiled machine of the Imperium as it chugs along, coughing out black smoke and fucking all sorts. But they're not like heretics worshipping, the corruptive powers or anything like that. So it's more like protesters who are going to run onto the parade ground. It was minor
Greenpeace.
Like as assassination attempts on members of the guilds, because obviously they're very open at that time and vulnerable. So minor things they've been breaking up, but they're not looking at the same scale as what you guys are. They have stopped a lot of smugglers, but they're mainly smuggling designer booze, designer drugs, designer fashion. It's not really, again, your department. And they are using the enforcers for this as well. They are basically going to the Arbites and taking claim of them. But yeah, they haven't found nothing on your scale, basically.
Okay.
No, it's insulate Britain.
Right.
They're trying to stop the hive. Free. So yeah, if there were no more rolls for the third day, in the next episode you will awaken on the fourth day. The fourth day.
Hang on, let me just double check something.
I have rolls, but I think those can be done off screen.
Yeah, I think my roles can all be done kind of off screen as well.
Because mine are just crafting, so.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mine's just continuing with the researches.
Sure. Okay. So I think that is where we will end this episode off. Thank you all so much for bearing with the internet woes. New place, there's going to be, hiccups here and there. Hopefully less. And yeah, I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, everyone. And as always, bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Remember to feed your corn, demons.
Bye-bye.
See ya!